February 2012, we'll have a look at question 2. An oil tanker is to enter the port of Dalian ATT 7421 on the 1st of August, and the master wishes to determine tidal predictions for the whole of that day, for the 1st of August. The very first thing you do is look up ATT 7421 to establish whether Dalian is a secondary or standard port. So we go into the back of our tables and we find that, of course, Dalian is indeed a secondary port. The main port to Dalian is Incheon. So we need to go straight to the daily page for Incheon to the 1st of August, and we need to read off and write down the information for the 1st of August. So as you can see, for Incheon I've written down low water, high water, low water, high water, all for the 1st of August. We then go into the, we'll do the times first. We'll go into the back to Dalian, and we can see that the time difference is plus 5 hours 11 minutes. So to both high and low water times we add 5 hours 11 minutes. Now when we do that, you'll find that the last time, well, Incheon was 1944. Once you add 5 hours 11, it takes it into the 2nd of August at 00:55. So straight away we need to cross that time out. Now we want all the times for the 1st of August, so we need to go to the 31st of July for Incheon, which we did, and we picked up the last time on the 31st, which was 1857. Because once we add the 5 hours 11, we find that it falls into the 1st of August at 0008. So there are our 4 times for Incheon, for Dalian on the 1st of August, where Incheon was the standard port. Now what we've done also, we've written down the heights of high water, low water, high water, low water for Incheon. And of course, the original one that we got, the 4th one for the 1st of August, has gone. So of course we used the one for the 31st of July. So there's the 4. Now the very first correction we apply is our seasonal correction for Incheon. And if we look in the back of the book and we look up Incheon at 7486 under our times seasonal corrections at the bottom, we find that it's plus 0.2. We always change the sign for the standard port, so that becomes minus 0.2. Now these values here, 8.3, minus 0.4, 9.2, 0.2, are the values that we use for establishing the correction, the main correction to apply. So we'll look at the high water first, and we write down for Incheon, if we look in the tables, we write down for Incheon 8.6 and 6.5 for the high water values, springs and neaps, and 2.8 and 0.4 for the low. And then we go to Dalian, and then we read off it's minus 5.7, minus 4.2, and minus 1.9 and minus 0.1. So we write all those values down. So Incheon 8.6, 6.5, and Dalian minus 5.7, minus 4.2. Now the 2 times that we have here, heights, we've got 8.3 and 9.2. So we'll do 8.3 first. 8.3 falls between these 2, so 8.6 to 8.3 is 0.3, divided by the difference between the two, 2.1, so that's 0.3 divided by 2.1 is equal to x, which is the value we want, divided by 1.5, which is the difference. And we find that the value of x is 0.2. Now we're going from minus 5.7 towards minus 4.2, because we're going to 8.3, therefore the 0.2 we apply this way from 5.7 downwards towards 4.2, and we find the correction to apply there is minus 5.5. With the 9.2, of course, we have to now extrapolate. Exactly the same thing, 8.6 to 9.2 is 0.6, divided by the 2.1 is equal to x over 1.5. And we get a value of 0.4. Now what's happening here, of course, we're going further up from 5.7 because 9.2 is above 8.6. So this 0.4 we apply upwards and we get a value of minus 6.1. So we write these values here, minus 5.5 and minus 6.1. With the low water you do exactly the same, and you'll find that we have to extrapolate for both. One's 0.2 and one's minus 0.4. So we have to extrapolate for both those to get the values, and by extrapolation we find that one becomes plus 0.5 and plus 0.05. And you find it's plus because we're going from minus 1.9 down to minus 0.1, therefore the minuses are getting less, so as we come further this way inevitably we'll have a plus value. So there we've written our main corrections in and applied them. And now we've got our Dalian heights before the seasonal correction. Now we apply our seasonal correction for Dalian, which is 0.3 plus 0.3. We don't change the sign, of course, for that, for the second report. Therefore, we add those figures together, and there are our values. 3.1, 0.4, 3.4 and 0.55 are the heights for the 1st of August for Dalian.